All right, the 2024 NFL Draft Combine is in the books. Not too many big, outstanding, shocking performances, honestly. Yes, I know Xavier Worthy did run the fastest Combine, 40 in the Combine history, but I wasn't surprised by that. And we can get into a little bit more of the details in a second. But other than that, there's the big things is always going to the measurements to me, honestly. Because we know what their performance is in terms of numbers, their speed, their agility, most of those things we already have an idea about that because of their GPS tracking. There's also obviously video analysis. There's, data coming from their college sports performance centers as well as the private ones they've been working with. And again, like you can just see the speed. So I wasn't shocked by the top end guys. There was a few guys that didn't have a great performance, but if you watch some of their, again, you want to go back and watch the tape because you can see that some of their starts are bad. Some of the guys in the broad or in their verticals are bending too much at the knee, and they're dispersing energy. They're bringing taking the elasticity out of their posterior chain when they're doing the jumps. So a lot of reasons why. Some of the guys on the steps on their 3-cone and their shuttle were off by a mile. Yeah, so there's reasons. There's some of these guys didn't have great times or numbers. But the big thing is really the height, the weight, and the wingspan, hand, arm length, all those things, because it gives you something to reference. Because let's talk about Xavier Worthy running a 4.21. Xavier ran 4.21 seconds in the 40, but he's the size of a fifth grader essentially. He's like under 6 foot and he weighs 165 pounds. He's Nate Wiggins, a little bit bigger, but basically the same, right? Now the guys who actually performed very well, Quinyon Mitchell and Brian Thomas Jr., they're inches taller and tens of pounds heavier. Their power indexes dwarf these guys. These are the guys you're looking at, really. Now, that's why I think they're rated as first-round draft picks, plus their skill set and all that. These guys are the real big winners, is Quinyon and Brian Thomas. And Adonai Mitchell is another guy, and there's several other guys down the line here. We're talking hundredths of a second, so a blink of an eye. The fact that where's Lad McConkey? I mean, that guy ran a 4.3 something, didn't he? Yeah, 4.39. Yeah, 4.39. Roman Wilson, another 4.39 guy. So these two, I'm looking at these two, awesome. I think they had more impressive performance than Xavier Worthy. And another thing about Xavier Worthy, again, I'm not really picking on him because I think, I kind of see him as a better Tyquan Thornton. And, well, because of the speed, the thinness, the frame, the hand size is also an issue. Now, Tyquan's bigger, taller, bigger hand size, but probably better hands, because Xavier Worthy's drop rate is not good. And the problem is he went to the combine and he had a chance to go out there and prove that his hands are fine, or at least give some assurance by going out there and doing receiving drills. He didn't do it, and he didn't do any agility stuff. He just did all straight line. He did sprint and the 2 jumps. So he missed an opportunity to kind of take that and show you what you can do with that speed, and he decided not to. Now, of course, he's got pro days and there's workouts. He can, do it other ways, but I don't know, guys. Like, to me, people are getting all excited about Xavier Worthy doing a 4.21, but to me, it didn't move anything from him up out of the 3rd round to like the 1st or anything like that. So, meanwhile, a few other guys, maybe put them on the radar, but didn't really move essentially their draft grade. Maybe their player grade might be a little bit better now, but I don't think it moved them up dramatically in the draft to displace several guys in their own positions, to be dropping, displacing guys down and then moving up. I don't think that really happened for a lot of guys. Yeah, but anyway, so I'll spend some time probably the rest of the month really going through the data a little bit more, and then doing the big board, doing some late night lives and all that stuff, and we can dive into more details of the combine and what happened there. But there's a lot of guys who had some great times, like going to quarterback. McCarthy did some agility stuff. Those are some great times. Like, I'm not concerned about him in terms of pocket presence or mobility. I think he's enough of an athlete to earn himself a question to be a first-round draft pick. and we can get to that in a second. But let's get to the drafts, because the real idea is, did this change what the Patriots are going to do? Now, at the 3rd pick, I don't think like anybody's performance proved them. It might have, you know what? One thing it might have done is hurt their ability to the value of the 3rd pick as a for quarterbacks. I think the idea that we might see 6 quarterbacks drafted in the 1st round is not crazy. I think the quarterback is, there's so many teams that absolutely like desperately need a quarterback, and there's so many teams that need a new fresh start, like in terms of like a new guy to look forward to be the franchise. So I think JJ McCarthy's probably going to go to the Giants. I think if the Vikings can't get Kirk re-signed, you're probably looking at, probably Penix going there. That'd be a great spot for him, I think. You know, the Broncos and the Raiders desperately need quarterbacks. So I don't know who would. I mean, this grouping right here, all these guys really do need a quarterback. Some a little bit more than others, but they do. They do. Now, I'd say the Saints would probably do great with taking Pratt in the 2nd round. The question is what the Raiders do. I'm not sure. The Raiders probably be a good fit for an offensive lineman. Also, maybe like Nate Wiggins or Quinyon Mitchell there. And they go after, I don't know. They go after Joe Milton in the 2nd round. Or the 3rd round or something like that. The Raiders are taking Joe Milton, guys. I'll laugh if that's the actual current. But the wild card, I think, is the Broncos. I think they're kind of getting close to like, we need to do something now. Russell's not coming back, and I'm not really sure who they can really bring in there. Maybe they'd be in, you know, who would they want to take? Would they take Daniel Jones as a quarterback? Would they be in the Kirk Cousins race? I'm not really sure. Interesting. But I think, they might be hungry enough to move up enough for JJ McCarthy too. But it makes me, my point to that statement or that take is that I don't know if we can really move back and have a shot at picking up a quarterback in the 2nd round that we really want. I wouldn't hate Michael Pratt in the 2nd round, Jordan Travis in like the 4th or something like that if we really want to go project and we do bring in a veteran. Now, I really don't think Baker's leaving. I think Tampa Bay knows that they have a shot at making a stand here and possibly getting into the Super Bowl in the next couple of years if they can build upon what they have and put the pedal down again. Because Baker's a surprise, and Evans doesn't seem to be slowing down that much. So I know those guys are up for free agency, but I think they bring both those guys back. I think it's just they know they're in a spot right now where if they give up those guys, they're really going to stink next year. And it's better probably to play out that hand right now until if there's no other option. The fact that they brought in Baker and it hit kind of gives them some justification to keep putting the pedal down. All right, anyway, let's get into it. So I'm all about going after Jaden after realizing that, thinking about Alex Van Pelt's worked with just about every type of quarterback, and he's done okay with it, right? So let's go after. Let's say that's the best thing to do. I think is just to get a quarterback, and I don't think they have to worry about who's the one who's going to fall. I think they'll either way. Alex Van Pelt's the guy to be essentially sitting there and just waiting for everyone to fall, because I think the way he's going to be able to construct an offense, it's not like so niche. I think he can take any one of those guys, and it's not like any of these guys have to be drafted into our offense. We don't have one. So we can just sit there and just see who it is. And, everybody's going to have a feeling, May or Caleb or Jaden or whatever. Just be happy that we can get one of those guys. This is the year to suck. It was. This is an obvious. That's over and done with. I would love to go after Kingsley Suatamatia right there, but we'll have to see what we get in the left. What's left to us? Patrick Paul. Now, what about right tackles? Because if we, I mean, here's the thing. At this point, like, if we are bringing in an offensive line, or we're keeping Onwenu, I'm not going to freak out about the right tackle, but the left tackle, I think we need to do regardless. So Patrick Paul, that's a good one. 104. What are you going to be? This is the one I keep struggling with because it could be another wide receiver, it could be another tackle, it could be a tight end, it could be an edge player, it could be a safety, and they're all of them. There's like, if you want to look at this, let's talk. And it can be a halfback too, running back. Could be a D tackle, could be a corner. It could be, I mean, it's just about anybody because we need those things. Could we get Christian Jones here, Mo Kamara, Braylon Allen, all three of these guys right here? Boom, I would take that. Ben Sinnott's another guy to consider. Cole Bishop, I'd love to get here. Cooper Beebe, if we do keep on Onwenu, maybe we have to consider getting a right guard, but Beebe's played tackle before. I know So did a decent job at right guard, but you know, maybe So is our right tackle backup, left tackle. You know, like there's a lot of questions, guys. It's a lot of questions, and this is the thing. We gotta just go after who you think is good, who you think is a legitimate player. Sinnott's just I mean, his blocking ability, he can catch. He's got that fullback run block rates through the roof. Oh man, it's hard here, guys. This guy's crazy. Yay. We're not gonna have. I mean, we need more 4th round picks, dude. We need 4th and 5th rounders. Bad. I'd love to go 1, 2. Look at this, literally right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Even 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm gonna 12, 13 with Malik. This grouping right here. Oh man. Jeez, we just need more and more draft picks, guys. All right, I'm gonna go with Lauby. It's a versatility thing, guys. It's getting a running back, it's getting a receiving back, it's getting a slot receiver, it's getting a kick and punt returner. It's just too much value. Like, we don't have enough. I'd be willing to pick somebody else in that situation if we didn't need so much help. Jalen Simpson. Edge here. We gotta go edge. Jalen Harrell's good. Miles Cole next round? Maybe. We also need to go probably another tight end possibly, though, right? Safety-wise, we're... Old Dapo, I think, is still in here. Tyler Owens, I kind of like. Old Dapo. There's some... I mean, Jalen Simpson's a good pick right here. He's got the speed, we know that. All right, we'll go with Jalen Simpson. Got to pick up some safety or no. All right. Gosh, this leaves us so SOL on things here. Like, I would like to pick up Isaiah Davis here for a big back because I couldn't get and Tip Raymond. Trevin Wallace is a linebacker. Josiah Israem is a right tackle. Oladapo is a safety. But maybe I have to go. What's probably the better option here? At the right wide receiver, Patrick Paul, and then we went after Ben Sinnott, right? Yep. And then we got Lauby. We're missing out on safeties desperately. We got a safety, now we need edge. Shit. Really? I mean... No. Well, we can do... These guys are better than that, but you know what? Trevin Wallace as an edge rusher is much better than... He's not an edge, he's a linebacker, but he does pull up some edge. Could he do it? Like, just straight up? The speed's there. He's not a bad linebacker in general, but it's just... We can maybe go after him UDFA. There's some UDFA options here. So I'm not going to get an edge right now, even though it's kind of crazy. AJ Simon from UAlbany. There's also, what's his face from Troy? Oh, that's going to bother me. Not Javon Solomon, the other guy. It's Will linebacker. Decent coverage. Jalix Hunt. Jalix Hunt. That's not him, but there's Jalix Hunt as well. There's plenty of other edge guys that are not in the system yet for some reason. I don't know. They have guys that I still don't think are even coming out. They're still in this system. Oh, they have 8. He's somebody to watch. He's better than the advertised. Better than... Yep, better. Yeah, there's still guys to get here, guys. Miles Cole, Gabe Hall, Brevin Spanford, Carson Steele, all guys I would look to grab in late, like, UDFA. If we can get him, and him, like, in the... I mean, just him as well. I still don't know if he's coming out. If he is, he's a project guy. Iabi Okanonoma. Eric Gentry's actually a decent linebacker. He's a very long linebacker. Jason Bean as another quarterback. Like, this whole section here is much better than... Not undraftable free. I mean, these guys are going as free agents. Still need to see if Steve Linton is returning. I have yet to see that. All right, so back to what we can get now. I think maybe go with Tip, and then go with and then we can get edge again. Jalix Hunt. I would probably look if Jalix was there. I'd pick Jalix. But to me, Tip could be a really good inline tight end. And he can play out. He's got versatility. He has played in the slot. He's even played wide. Yeah. One defensive player. Crazy. But it's the reality. Like, we have 3 tight ends up for contract. We have one running back up for contract. We have 2 receivers, actually 3, technically 3 receivers. Strong safety. We don't have enough to do it through the draft. We have to. Our internal free agents have to come back, and it's going to soak up all that $100 million in cap space. I shouldn't say all. I'm exaggerating, but it's going to soak up a lot. All right, let's see if the Giants want. Nope, Giants don't want to trade. But let's do this. Let's do. What team needs a backup QB next year that's going to... You know what? Yeah, let's see if we can get... they're not involved. Backup QB teams. Falcons? Nope. Chargers? Nope. The Rams would be a great... Let's see if they want Mac Jones. I don't want to. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Good. We also want to unload Juju Smith-Schuster. Who would be interested in that? It's too expensive for them. Ravens. Falcons? The Ravens or the Falcons? I think the Panthers could be an option here, but I think that's wishful thinking. I think they're looking at just burning, right? No one's gonna trade for Juju. Jeez. Who's got good cap space? Commanders? Titans, maybe? Let's go with the Titans. Let's see if they're willing to pay what? That'd probably be too expensive anyways, but let's just end it there. I just want to show what happens when we can get some extra draft capital. So I don't want to go back this far, because if we do, we're going to miss out on a quarterback. Because I think JJ gets out here, and then I'm not big on Penix, and I'm not big on Bo Nix in the first round, where we can probably use all these guys to a much greater extent. Because we're really early on in terms of the rebuild. But if we can get if Jane Daniels does work out, maybe it's the rebuild. The bottom is not 3 years long. The bottom's 1 year. You know, we instantly have an inflection point right away. Kingsley's probably the better bet here, right? Oh. 68. What can we get at 68? Can we still get... Yeah, we can still get a receiver here, right? Johnny Wilson wouldn't be a bad one. Neither would be... It would not be well, you know what? Yeah, maybe, because then we can get... That would be a Gesicki replacement. Big receiver? It's not a bad idea. So we get Kingsley, right? You get Kingsley, and in that case, you can just sit there, and whoever we pick up in terms of free agency, or we keep in terms of free agency, he can just fill in the other side. Right tackle or left tackle, it doesn't matter. All right, I'm going to go with Johnny here. I'm not I like him as a draft, because he's not, again, he's not great. You know, I think of him as Gesicki. Like that response, like that's... He does move, like, he's a reliable guy to throw to. Alright, I don't like any of this, but if someone wants to come up and give me that for this... They want to take a good... What would they want? What would they take? Oh, they took the quarterback. See, that's not a bad idea. Good job, yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys did something. Okay. We need edge. So I'm going to take Kamara here. That's the Uche replacement. Next big replacement. Do I go Zeke replacement with the Braylon Allen? Because now we got some draft capital. We can go after, like, really... you know what? I'm going to lose... I'll lose my shot at Ben Sinnott, who I still think him in the 5th round is kind of criminal at this point. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm not freaking out about missing out completely, because if this is, we have what between now, that's 5 picks. I can see just on this right here is 5 guys I would love to get in the 5th round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, even Taj. 12, 13. There's more picks, so we're gonna. This is what we're. Yeah, that's the. All right, so here's the Zeke replacement. There's the. Well, if Travis Henry leaves. Here's your Onwenu replacement. Lobe. Malik Mustafa. Safety. Okay. We're getting there. Oh, this would give us so much. I mean, right now I'm looking at that Jawan Briggs sitting right there, and that's just, it's kind of hard to pass that up. I mean, do we have to actually get another, I mean, Kingsley, we probably need to consider. I mean, right now I'd be really looking for Flournoy, I think. Because you got tight end, replacement tight end for Gesicki, right? Then we got an edge for Uche. Zeke replacement. Sinnott would be more of your Henry replacement. BB would be your Onwenu replacement. Lauby, your Ty Montgomery / just another receiver. Not a Duggar replacement, but at least a Pepper's insurance next year with some just safety help. And that's it. We are still... Oh, we need another wide receiver. Joshua Cephas. David White Jr. is not a bad one. Is Brew... I'm pretty sure Brew McCoy is going back. Am I wrong? Like, if he's really coming out, that's a pick. I know he had the ankle situation, but... Same with Josh Cephas is a good receiver. Sakari Franklin's underrated. Whittington's okay. David White Jr. is really underrated. Guy can play. This, just for note, I would probably, at this point, I would be looking for Ryan Flournoy. If not, I'm going for Hayden Hatton later on. He's, I don't know why he's getting, you know, poo-pooed on. Still absurd. But if that's where we can get him, if that's, you know, we have to go by with what PFF's got us here. See, Jawan Briggs to me keeps just... Not enough. Even right now, I'm still struggling to make a decision on whether we should. Kane Wallace would be a good one to pick up. Yeah, I guess we go D-tackle. Juwan Briggs is D-tackle's legit. Okay. And then we go tip here. Which, another target, big heavy dude, great blocking. Plays on special teams. Because what's crazy is with all that, there I would say, all right, so if there was some niche guys I grabbed, it was in this section, right? So Johnny, Mohammed, Mo Kamara, and Braylon, right? But then everybody else after this is all about essentially versatility. Versatility. These are all these guys are, can you fill in multiple spots? So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. This was a long video. Let me know what you guys think. I'll continue to do this and brainstorm. I just want to see what happens with PFF if they reset after this. Couple take homes here is that, you know, PFF hasn't changed their grading system yet or their rankings, but it's a lot of these guys, like what, for example, like we didn't see Jaden, but Kingsley, to me, I've already been big on him. He did confirmation from the combine. I want that guy. Another guy, again, just big dude, long, big target, Gesicki replacement, perfect. This guy, good thing about him, left, right tackle, doesn't matter. Even if he has to sit, it doesn't matter. Like, getting him, you got position versatility. Kamara, again, stats, tape, speed, power, all there. Didn't get to see him do his 40, but strength, big tape, everything supports him being a awesome goal line, short yardage, and even a premier back, workhorse if needed. Ben Sinnott. Again, inline, split, slot, fullback. He's done it. BB plays guard, but he's played both left and right tackle. Versatility. Lauby. Running back, receiving back, slot, punt, and kick returner. Mustafa. Blazing, big, heavy hitter, kind of like Peppers, but he's a strong dude. We need to get some safety depth, and being aggressive and fast on defense is critical. We need to pick up some depth there. Juwan Briggs, physical freak. I think he's probably a better. Next year we have Godchow and Barmore up, but then also we have Guy gone this year, so getting him in the 6 would be a win. And then Tip Raymond could be, if we lose Pharaoh Brown. But even if we don't, it's another. I mean, if Hunter Henry's gone, it's just another guy that he can block too. He's a big dude, 6'5", 270. I mean, he's only 20 pounds away from basically being a tackle. And I did the RAS. His testing for the RAS is like almost a 10 as a tackle. So he can be, even if nothing works out, he can be just a depth piece on the offensive line. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Would you target any of these guys? What do you guys think of the combine? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.